G'day guys, welcome back to the train room. Very exciting time. I have built the first baseboards. We've got a river scene on here and I'm not too sure yet what this is going to be, but yeah, this is a bit of a proof of concept for this board. This is probably really the first baseboards that I have ever built properly. Everything else has just been hodgepodge together or more portable like this, but this is framing, legs, top work done, and this on here has got a bit of a backboard on it. So let me discuss why these look very different to each other, and we'll go through how I built these to give you some ideas. Now, yeah, this is definitely not a how-to video because I clearly don't know how to. But it was good fun just getting in and giving it a go. So the first one I built was this river scene. I was really keen to get in and sort of see how this takes shape. So I went for the L-girder construction on this one for a number of reasons. One, because everyone was talking about how strong it was and how simple it was to build. And yeah, pretty straightforward with just, I think about 20 mil, even 10 mil by about 30 to 40 mil pieces of wood put together. Very, very strong. I probably don't need it that strong for this small, 1.2 by 400 mil section. It doesn't need to be the strongest piece, but when I am scaling this up, I should say, this makes sense. I also liked the idea of having these upright pieces quite high so that when you do cut out the plywood top, you are getting that depth, so we can create the river scene underneath there. The backboard actually came off. I went to this Scale Model Club at Expo here in Launceston, and I actually won. They had an N-scale layout there, and I've taken the backboard off that because they had this nice looks like just a printed picture on there, and I thought that would be perfect. So I cut that down, screwed it on there, gives a nice little look to the layout. After constructing this board, I was still watching baseboard videos because I wasn't 100% sold on this one. I was fiddling around a bit more with measurements, and getting it square wasn't the easiest thing. I'm actually quite impressed with how square I've actually managed to get this front. But it wasn't as straightforward as I hoped it would be. So while watching other videos, I stumbled across, forgive me if I got this wrong, MF Railroader. And he's just built some new baseboards in his room. I believe it's also portable. And he had a nice plywood top on it and nice finished wood on the sides. And it really caught my eye. I really like the idea of, instead of just painting the front black, hang on, this can be a nice, almost display shelf. So we still put track on this. I won't detail it as much, and this becomes a nice little feature piece. I suppose is what I'm looking for there. So this is a cut down bit of MDF. With just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 braces going across, about 300 mil on centre. Again, probably a bit of overkill for the small size. This one's only 300 mils wide by the 1.2. And then some Tasmanian hardwood on the sides. Not 100% happy with it all. The screws showing, I like the idea of having the screws showing as a bit more of the industrial look. I couldn't quite get the screws that I was picturing in my head. I thought Bunnings would have a much larger selection, so I went with these black screws. They do the job, but yeah, I'm not sold on them. If I wanted to, another option would have been to do pocket holes in from the inside on the members into the edge pieces, and then you'd have a nice clean edge. But look, the whole point of this is to build and try and see what I like and don't like. The spacing as well, I could have thought about it a little bit more, but I just sort of went with, picked a number and went with that number, and that's where we're at. Again, this is very much a trial layout, seeing what I like and what I don't like. I really like how it's come out. It's just a couple of coats of clear varnish on this, so no staining at all. Probably a little bit more sanding. And then and the legs on this one here, much more simpler than, so I've gone for some cross members on the legs here, and I decided, because again there's only 300 mils wide and 1.2 long, I didn't go crazy with the legs, so I've just got some pieces of dressed pine going down with a cross member across the bottom, and then some more of these legs cut up into short sections with the adjustable feet inserted into those. It's a nice clean look, and really happy with that. So here we are looking at the legs of this table, and basically I butt these up against the cross members here and screwed it in. Didn't think about placement at all. I just chucked them in there, and then when I put in the room, I thought I wanted to put storage underneath here. And we've got, like everyone has, plastic tubs in various colours and shapes and sizes, and I went to put them under here and it didn't quite fit, literally maybe 5-10 centimetres. I was thinking, bugger. Well, that's annoying, but I can fix it. I can take these off, they're just screwed in from the inside, and just screw them on, instead of being on the inside of this cross piece, screw them on the outside of the cross. So currently on the inside, screw them on the outside, and they should fit in there perfectly. I thought, brilliant, it's going to work out for me, fine. But then I remembered that these tubs are on wheels, and they don't like to slide in and out of things sideways very well. They actually prefer to slide with the wheels, so it actually slides on there quite nicely. They do stick out a bit further than the board, but that's just the nature of having a very thin board. So I took a bit of a lesson out of this, thinking, because when it first happened, I thought, damn, I should have planned more. I should have sat down, thought about it a little bit more, and then gone ahead would make life a lot easier. For example, also, my spacings on my cross members here made it really difficult when it came to screwing in these two pieces here. I should mention these two pieces here are joined together with the DCC Concepts alignment dowels. Probably overkill for this because it's not being constantly pulled apart, but I am very impressed. I didn't do a perfect straight up and down hole, but I did enough, and it just fits in there nicely, grabs every time, and it's brilliant. I highly recommend it. I know there are cheap ones you can get on Amazon, but the DCC Concept ones come with, I think it's in this box here. You can buy them with the full set. So you got your drill for drilling your pilot hole, your 19mm spade bit for the lip of the thing, and then I can't remember what that one is, 13mm, 12mm, whatever, I can't remember. For actually drilling the hole out for the alignment dowel itself. So that's a nice good way to start, and then you can just buy and that comes with a pair of alignment dowels. That's what I've got in here, and then you can just buy the alignment dowels by themselves after that. So would recommend these dowels because it just makes my life so much easier. So yeah, so that was another issue. I couldn't actually get a drill in here to drill this out. I actually had to take the top off, and it wasn't fun. I thought, if I had planned this out more, maybe then I could have, it would have saved myself some headache. But then I thought, well, no, if I'd sat around, if I'd planned it more, and if I had thought about it more, and if I'd, worried over every little centimetre, here and there, would I have built it? And I don't think I would have. If I'd waited till I found the exact right screws to go in here, or if I'd waited to pick the exact right varnish I wanted for that, I don't think I would have built it. So I went out, I grabbed some wood, the first wood that I thought looked all right, cut the board down and just built it. It wasn't perfect, but it works. It's a good proof of concept. It teaches me what I should be thinking about when I build it next time. And if it failed completely, you know, I could have taken it apart and done more, but it's working for me. So I'm actually, yes, it's important to plan, but I think it's also very important to do. And so I'm really happy that I've just gone and got these done. They're only small boards. I can't run any trains on them yet. I think I've got the track, I've got the underlay, but I have forgotten to get fish plates, so I can't actually lay track. But that's okay. I'm getting in and getting it done, and I think that's an important part about modelling is just you can't always worry about it. You just got to get into it sometimes. So now that I've got these two sections built, it's really starting to take shape in the train room here. So basically these two pieces here sit in this far corner. This running along this brick wall here will become a very simple representation of Sydney Terminal. Probably 4 lines and a few points. This became a representation of the Bathurst railway bridges, the old steel bridge and the newer concrete one, and then running around into something. I haven't quite decided what I'm doing on this end here, but that's the fun of modelling. I can do whatever I want to do there. I've also got, as you may know from my other videos, my portable layout here. So let me just chat to you about that for a second, because a few changes are happening with that. So I started to build this layout when we were in our previous rental, and all I had to build in was the downstairs garage. So I knew I didn't want a permanent layout down there, and I just wanted something that I could get my hands into. I had all this Cato track laying around, and I just wanted to be building. I just wanted to have trains. I wanted to do some with track design. I just wanted to get out there and do stuff. And so that's why I built this. The plan was, you know, if it came to it, would be to take it to exhibitions and whatnot. There's not many in Tasmania, but there are a couple that I could have had some fun with. And so, yeah, so I got in and built it. Now, if I moved into a new rental that didn't have an awesome space like this would be my primary layout. I'd have it tucked away somewhere, get it out, work on it as much as I can, and then tuck it back away again when not needed. As it is quite large and takes up a lot of space in this room. So I've been umming and ahhing about what to do with it. Unfortunately, there's no garage with this rental, so I can't keep it anywhere else. It has to be in here. It's not allowed upstairs. So I was umming and ahhing. I was thinking about selling it, but I know you don't get any money when you sell your layout. You know, you might get a little bit of money for the track on it, but people, I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to buy someone else's layout. I want to make a layout. I want to design and play and figure out all the stuff and also all the wiring, all that. It's hard when you just get given a layout and you want to work on it. So I don't think you get much for selling a layout. Yeah, this could be a good little fun one if someone wants something for their kids to, you know, run trains around on, but I didn't think it was going to be worth that. And I thought I could just pull it apart and try and, you know, offload the Cato track and be done with it. But I've got it. And so why not use it, was my thinking. So what I'm going to do is it's going to go on the other end of the Bathurst bridges there, sitting in the middle of the room, and it'll become basically my loop for the time being. You can easily go from Cato onto Pico, I'm led to believe. Just got to buy a couple of transition pieces, so that'll be simple. And yeah, it is quite large. I might even slim down a little bit more. But yeah, I'm still working out whether it's going to represent a specific, you know, part of the New South Wales section. It's probably Bathurst or Moree, my two options. Or another option is to leave it as a figure of 8, cut a hole, open it up, and let, you know, to connect back onto the rest of the layout. Sorry, I shouldn't bump the thing because it bumps the camera. But yes, I'm fighting with that one at the moment, how to do it. But yeah, the portable layout will no longer be a portable layout. It's going to be part of this main one, and it would have been fun to take to exhibitions and whatnot. But I think it'd be much fun to have it set up here permanently so I can just drive trains whenever. G'day guys, don't worry, the video hasn't frozen. I just want to jump in here and wrap up the video this way. I wasn't really happy with how I finished off
This will teach me to start writing scripts for these videos. But yes, let's start by getting this awkward shot off the screen. And yeah, just want to finish up with a few shout outs. Firstly to MF Railroad for their inspiration on part of this benchwork. I've linked their video below, so if you do want a bit more of a how-to, I definitely would recommend that one. So again, thanks for watching all this way, guys. If you haven't already, a like and subscribe would be awesome. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Catch up.